In class today we were having a look at three-dimensional composite shapes and how to find the volume and surface area of them. There are heaps of ways of doing these, so lots of people asked if I could make a video on how to do it the way that we explained it in class today. Another way is in the tutorial video. I'll pop a link in the description below, and that shows you how to write a formula to solve it. This way, what we're going to do is we're going to just chop this shape in half. So a bit like when we're doing two-dimensional shapes, we are going to chop it into a upper and lower rectangular prism, and that way we can just use the formulas to calculate the volume very easily. The surface area though, there's a little bit of a trick to it, and when we get to that I'll explain, but basically you have to remember that this section here that I'm shading in blue is glued together. So there are two surfaces there that we're going to have to remove when we work out the surface area of this shape. But we'll get to that. Let's start with the volume. Looking at your formula sheet, the formula for the volume of a rectangular prism is the length times the width times the depth. So what we might do is we might label these up. So we'll call the one at the top there volume 1. And we'll call the one down the bottom volume 2. There's going to be a bit of missing information. I don't, for example, know how long this side here is. So if the total height of the shape here is 6, and this portion of it's 3, that must leave us with another 3 meters here. And down the bottom there in volume 2, I've got a total width of the shape here as 5 and the height is 3, so that's perfect. I've got all the information that I need. Let's have a look at working this out. So volume 1 is going to be length times width times depth, which is going to be a length of 2, a width of 3 and a depth of 4, which is going to give us 6 by 4, which is 24. And that, of course, is meters cubed. Volume 2, length times width times depth. We've got a length of 5, a width of 3, and a depth of 4. So that one is going to be 5 times 3 is 15, and double gives me 60 cubic meters. All right, that means that my total volume for the shape will be volume 1 plus volume 2. Making these notes really nice and clear for myself and for my marker. So that will be 24 plus 60. So the overall volume will be 84 cubic meters. And we're not going to forget our units. We've gone to a lot of work to get that answer. Now we're going to move to surface area. Going back to our formula sheet, the surface area for a rectangular prism is two lots of a length by a width, a depth by a width, and a length by a depth. In other words, it's just a round robin of all the sides, and we need to double it because remember that there are 2 of each type of side opposite each other. 6 sides altogether to these. Alright, so again, we might label this up. So we'll call this one surface area 1, surface area 2. Alrighty. That makes surface area 1 double the length times the width, so we'll go 2 by 3, and then we'll have the depth by the width, so it'll be 4 by 3, and then we'll have the length by the depth, which will be 2 by 4. That means that we've got 2 lots of 2 times 3 is 6, plus 12 is 18, 18 plus 8 is going to be 26, so that's going to be 52 square meters. And then we've got surface area 2, and this is going to be double the length times the width, so 5 by 3, the depth by the width, so 4 by 3, and the length by the depth, which is 5 by 4. So we've got double 15 plus 12 makes 27, plus another 20 makes 47. So that one will be 94. Then surface area. Oh, now this is the bit we need to be careful of. Okay. The surface area total, and this is where it could all go horribly wrong, is not simply just surface area 1 plus surface area 2. Because if we go back over to our drawing and we have a look at the area that is shaded in blue between the two shapes, remember that those two areas are pressed together. Imagine there's glue in there. So this is the set of steps that we want to carpet on the outsides. They're no longer part of the surface area. They're internal space now. So we have to remember to take 2 of those away. And that is going to be 2 lots of. And if you have a look at this shape, it's going to be a width here of 4 meters and a length here of 2 meters. So we're going to have to take away 2 lots of 2 by 4. And remember, there are 2 of them because they're stuck together. Push your hands together and you can see that the 2 surfaces are stuck together. So we've got to take away 2 of them. So here, what we've got is we've got 52 plus 94, so that's surface area 1 plus surface area 2, and then we're going to take away 2 lots of 8, which is 16, and that should leave us with 130 square meters. Just remember as well, surface area is area, so it's square meters. The volume was cubic meters. Hope that helps.